Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, here's DJ Verm, and we are live here on Just Pure Talk with Kai and me.
Yes.
We seem to be wanting to be all alone all the time now. I don't know. Every time I hop in, I'm alone. Maybe people don't like me anymore.
I I feel the same way. Like I get on and I'm like, oh, let's get this started. Let's get it over with. Let's get this
Yeah.
done for the week. Not get it over with, but you know what I mean? It's like the other DJs are just they're tropping around the world, and Doc's currently in Jamaica.
Oh, yeah.
And in a couple weeks, I'm in Japan. So there's a huge time difference there between.
Where are you going for Japan? Are you going for a vacation?
Going for vacation, and it's good family vacation. And the interesting part is it'll be like showtime will be like 10 o'clock in the morning. So I might be able to get on, might be able to do some lives with you, and we'll see. Maybe we can get some interesting pictures of Japan in the background. Who knows?
Who knows? Yeah, I know. I'll send you the link, and you'll see because it depends on the time zone. Eh? You're gonna have to tell me, hey, it's this time because I mean, if it's 3 o'clock for you in the morning over there, then it's gonna be a little bit more harder. Eh?
Well, I checked it on my time thing. You know, it's like when it's 7 o'clock here, it's like 10 o'clock there.
Oh, okay, 7 o'clock here for you.
PM.
Yeah,
it's
for
10
you.
o'clock AM over there.
So for me, it's okay. So for 9 p.m. Eastern,
it'll be the same thing.
It's still 10 o'clock.
Yep.
10 o'clock p.m.
in Japan. Yeah.
Okay, so it's not that bad.
10 o'clock
Even it gives
AM.
you time to eat now. It gives
No, 10 o'clock AM.
Yeah, that's it. I was wondering because it's yeah, okay. Well, yeah, you're gonna have to wake up.
Have a good one, Timmy. I got people yelling at me in the background.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah. So that's gonna be interesting, Japan. Are you gonna go see all that? Yeah, are you gonna go see all that exciting city and
gonna go see some castles. Gonna go
yeah.
see some sword makers. I'm gonna go see
eat some sushi.
We'll go to Nagasaki where we dropped one of the bombs. We'll go check that out.
Are you gonna have your radiation suit?
No. I think I'm just gonna chance it. But come back and I'm bald, you know what happened.
Talking about bald, ladies and gentlemen, welcome again to our show. Just to let you know, we do have sponsors. So we have Debosselage Marcel Ferrand. We got Pit Stop Performance. They're working hard these days because it's time to install your tires for winter. You got CSL Location. Who's my technician and all the back of all this when we're doing our shows and stuff like that. They're lighting and they're the music and they're the performance and all that. And we got also our brother Horizon Western. Sorry, I'm getting up.
You're wearing the hat.
Yeah, I'm wearing the hat. Horizon Western, who is our official sponsor, also, who's been helping us out a lot, also giving us some advice for the setup and stuff like that. So I want to say hi to Mike. You can say hi to Mike, and don't forget, if you go on his website at horizonwestern.com, just type in LPV15. You will get 15% off your purchases. They have swag, they have t-shirts, they have caps, they have a lot of stuff. It's really interesting, really beautiful, and it's a lovely family. It's a family-owned Canadian business, maybe with Bangladesh t-shirts, but I mean, you can't. You never know. So but I mean, officially they do a lot. They do a lot of beautiful stuff. I could have been dressed up completely as Horizon Western, but today I decided to put my LPV podcast shirt. So one day Akai is going to put it, but because I know he has my shirt.
Worn it. I've worn it before.
I know.
But I just got back from being in the mountains.
Okay. So you're in your work shoot.
I was, I made some of the beds at the cabin. I put, made some of the box springs because now when you order a box spring, it comes in pieces in a box, and you got to assemble it with screws and nuts, and it's just a total nightmare.
Yeah.
And then when you order mattresses, they come squeezed down to like that thick, and when I left, they were still inflating. So we'll see if they're inflated by tomorrow when I got to spend the night there. But And then because I was getting stuff ready because I'm going to take my son up to the cabin. We're going to do our first overnight. He doesn't have school tomorrow, so
Oh, that's cool.
yeah. And
You
then
gonna sleep in your
I put the we finished. Well, it's 90%, 99% finished. The kitchen wall with the siding, the shiplap on the inside, and so that looks good. So it smells like a pine box in there now.
Oh, wow, that's beautiful. It's beautiful. And before we kick off, Akai, I just want to remind people you're seeing in the back end. This is a test drive. I forgot to put our our logo, Just Pure Talk, because I was test driving and I wanted to see if the key
No,
works.
it's good. It's good to have the sponsors bouncing up back there. So that's awesome.
Yeah, exactly. So now we're gonna have that and our shows going. Like the Jim Canna show is our French show. So people that are listening, we do have a French show talking about rodeos and gymkhanas and all the cowboys and cowgirls that I work with. So yeah, so that's an
Especially
interesting
the
thing.
cowgirls.
And yeah, I know you like the cowgirls. Yeah, and they're beautiful.
I can't. They look
Yeah,
good.
I know. But one thing I do want to remind everybody: yes, we are on YouTube at the moment. We have our Instagram, our X. We have our Facebook.
We're not only just on YouTube though. There's a couple different platforms. What are they?
Yeah, exactly. And if you want to listen to us in audio, and a lot more people are coming to listen to us on the audio platforms. So we're on Spotify, we're on Apple Podcasts, we're on Amazon Podcasts, and we're on iHeartRadio Podcasts. So you want to listen to us, you got all the opportunities in your car, or you want to re-see our YouTube channel. But we are proud, me and Akai, to perform our show live on screen, but we have our audio that a lot of people come and listen to us. So yeah, stay tuned. So our first topic, Akai, what we were talking about?
We were talking the stuff before the show, and it was more of a curiosity question for me because I'm American. I don't understand Canadian law and Canadian gun rights. And we were talking about how every year I see them come out with a new list of firearms that are being banned from Canadian citizens. And there's a couple provinces that have stood up and said, we're not going to follow your rules, Ottawa, is basically how it was put to me. And I was trying to understand because and let me put some backstory to this because as I understand it, to get your PAL card, your firearms card, it's a very lengthy process in Canada. It's not like, hey, I want to go buy a gun and I go buy one and I take it home. Unlike in some states here in the United States, I can walk into the store, buy a gun, buy ammo. My background check comes clear. I walk out. I have a gun, which may seem odd to people in Canada. But you got to go through the whole, you got to fill out all the paperwork. You got to submit it. You got to have references. People got to know you for years. You got to, pass the psychological exam. You got to pass the educational part where you got to go to class for, I don't know how many days it is or weeks. And then you get your card and you're allowed to buy guns. And what I really think cool is they come in the mail. Awesome. I love it when guns come in the mail because I don't have to wait. And and then you're a firearms owner. But I also know that in Canada you can't use a firearm for self-defense.
It's complicated, yeah.
It's very complicated law. And then you cannot. There's a couple cannots you can't do that I can do in the United States.
Even the cops have to watch what they do with their gun.
Yeah.
They have to think twice before they shoot.
Yeah. And then every firearm owner that has their license that owns a firearm in Canada, there's an electronic system that checks to make sure that none of them have gotten a violation that would take their gun right away.
Okay.
And it checks it every morning, like every day. Every firearm owner is getting checked. Did you get a speeding ticket? Did you hurt somebody? Did you get in this, do you have a domestic violence issue? And all that stuff's being checked in Canada every single day, which is to me just crazy. But I can appreciate why they do it. And then they're also checking the mental health stuff, where if a psychiatrist reports that so-and-so is seeing me for depression or whatever, that they'll come in and take your firearms away. And then once you finish your treatment, then you can get your firearms back, which I don't want people committing suicide. I mean, to me, that's the worst way to go. And it hurts so many more people than you. And, but trying to understand why the Canadian government keeps taking away firearms, and some of these firearms are taking away, I'm like, what's that going to do? Why are we banning a revolver? Why are we banning and that's part of the thing. And so we got to do some research, I guess, because I just don't get it.
If there's any people out there that know the answer to this, could help, you can text us. You could put it in chat, text us. I know there's people watching us at the moment. If they do have the answer, we're going to have to do some research on that, because I know Akai has asked me the question, and I'm the Canadian guy. So I'm the Canadian side of the podcast. So I'm going to have to do some research, because I don't have a firearm. So I'm not too into deep to that, but I will find some information to be able to answer you. But if some people are listening to us and they know all about our firearms, hey, just write it in chat and we could maybe chat with you to understand.
That, or send us an email to verlandradio.com.
Yeah,
you go to our website, there's a contact us. You can send us an email. I am genuinely curious why it seems like every year there's another batch of guns that's getting banned off the registry.
Yeah.
And me as a firearms owner, coming from my side, if every year there's more and more guns getting banned that I have to turn in, because I guarantee I will own a lot of those firearms on the list that says in Canada that which will be illegal. And I just don't see why they're getting banned when the legal gun owners of Canada are some of the most law-abiding people you'll know. Because if they do something, they lose their rights. They can no longer enjoy their sport, their hobby, their hunting.
Yeah, you're right.
And I've had a lot of specialized licenses in my life. Everything from explosives down. And I understand what it is to have to, be so clean you squeak when you walk, as we used to say, because if you don't, you're not getting that permit. You're not getting that license to be able to do what you need to do to make money. So.
Oh yeah. Yeah. And you're
because
you're
I can,
totally right.
I can literally buy a tank, a functioning tank.
Yeah, I know the states are different. I have some people that I know that work on Leopards, the tanks, Leopards.
Yeah.
So, and he's a special technician. He goes to Texas and he has a place where he fixes the Leopards that the owner buys. So, he doesn't work to the States. He's a Canadian, but he's a Canadian specialist. So
yeah.
He's specialist in Leopard repairs. He's
which is a nice tank.
Yeah, I know. I mean, it's not everybody that could fix on these Leopards.
Well, not everybody can afford one either.
No.
I bet you that's a lot of money. But
what was funny? I got to talk to you about this just before, and you continue your topic. There's one day where the owner bought one in Canada. We're sure that a lot of them come from Canada, so he bought one from Canada, and I'm not going to say the name of the guy, but the guy that we know that fixes them had to bring it home. So it was in the parking lot of one of his friends in the city. Lucky it's a suburb city. It's like, but I had the opportunity to go into the Leopard.
Nice.
My
It's
first time in my
interesting to
life.
see that, isn't it? How those
It
guys
is.
live.
And I
It
try to
is
figure out.
not roomy in those things.
No, and I try to figure out how the damn driver drives that. It's like I mean, he has eyes to see, but imagine.
Does
that
he have to
guy-
lay down in the Leopard?
He has to watch his head. I know he has to watch his head because if the
Well,
tanks,
yeah,
if
same
the
thing with the
gun-
M1A1. It will
yeah,
take
if the
your head
gun
off.
turns and the guy has his head in the back, he has no head anymore. So it's
Yeah.
like it's not a safety measure where you
So-
have something. Yeah.
I found a Leopard for sale. I found two of them. Starting out at $198,950 to $550,000 US dollars.
Great, eh?
So it was around what I was thinking, $250,000 to $500,000 to
So
buy
the guy
one.
that bought it, you know how much it maybe
But-
that's why he buys it from Canada.
But here's the kicker. How much did that Leopard tank cost new?
Oh, you? I don't know. Do the research. While you're doing your research, that's it. So we had a lot of fun. Must be over $1 million something.
29 million to 30 million. That's a crappy investment.
I'm totally with you on that one.
The 2 point, so the
29 million
Leopard,
for a tank.
the Leopard 2A8 is 29 to 30 million. The Leopard 2A7 is around 8 million, while a used M1 or a 1A5 can be 550,000.
Wow.
So the Leopard 1, when it was first produced, originally weighing 40 tons, cost $250,000.
Okay. It's a lot, eh?
It's a lot of money. And so
Yeah.
now you think of all these tanks that Russia's
That-
lost in the Ukraine.
Uh-huh.
We're talking like 8,000 tanks or something like that, some crazy number.
Uh-huh. Yeah. At 29 million?
That's
Ish.
a lot of money.
Yeah.
Well,
lot
because
of
they're
money for
destroyed.
that.
You got to replace them.
No, they're totally finished. They were able to blow them up. So they're
And I
totally finished.
guess, well, I guess
I'm
that's
just
one of the other
wondering what
things.
they're going to do. I'm just wondering what they're going to do with the metal. Because, I mean, the tanks are laying around all over the place.
I've seen guys, like there was one farmer I know that I don't know, but read his story. He gets them off the battlefield, drags them back with his tractor, and he's stacking them around his house and his farm buildings to protect his buildings. He's using them as armor around his buildings. He's literally stacking them on top of each other.
Are you serious?
Yep. Because
That's weird.
these farmers are having to basically put mine clearing devices on the end of their tractors and clear their fields before they can farm
Yeah.
because the Russians are mining them.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
They're
know,
doing it on purpose.
and the other thing I did find out, I guess Russia's not going to come to the table on this get out of Ukraine thing.
No.
So there was a bunch
He's-
more sanctions put into place by Trump. And I don't know if anybody else has placed sanctions on him, but there's word that the Indian government is not buying oil from them anymore.
Well, I think hasn't Trump ordered the other countries not to, or there will not be.
He
There will
told
be
the other
sanctions?
countries, look, if you buy their products, we will sanction you.
Yeah, that's it. Something like that. Yeah.
And while I can see the other side going, piss on America, what do I care? But I also see Trump's side where he's like, look, let's put the pressure on and end this thing.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, they lost both sides lost like 7,000 people.
Okay.
7,000 human lives were extinguished last month because two countries can't, because one country thinks they should take that country.
Yeah, we got to remind ourselves. We always hear these stories, but it is Russia that tried to take over.
Yeah, Russia thought they were Nazis. What a weak excuse. We know Ukraine's corrupt, but you know what? It doesn't. Not in comparison to the Russian corruption.
Yeah, I was going to say exactly the same thing. I mean, one corruption is telling the other one he's a corrupt.
What do you do?
Yeah. So whatever. I mean, that's their.
Leopard tanks.
Yeah.
Leopard tanks started this whole thing.
Yeah.
But I did see an interesting. Where is it? Did it go away? I can't find it now. I had a news article where. Here it is.
Well, while you're looking, because we don't want to keep it blank. While you're
looking,
I'm
trying.
Yeah. While we're looking, I want to ask you something, because I've been watching the video of the demolishment of the White House for that ballroom. Do you really believe that you needed a ballroom at the White House? As an American, as a citizen.
Not, and here's how I'm going to explain this. He is not the first president to modify the White House.
Okay.
And
but does he? The question is,
he is paying for it?
No.
Yes, it is not coming out of one U.S. tax dollar. He is fronting the bill.
Okay. I mean, if you're saying it, but I mean,
that's what I found out today, because I was like, what's going on with this?
No, it's not.
Because people are freaking out about him putting a ballroom on. And
Ragnar is saying private donations.
Yeah, private donation, Trump's bank account. That's where it's coming from. Maybe he's got some sponsors, some other political people that are going to chip in on it, but it's all being paid for with private dollars. It's not coming out of the taxpayers' thing.
Well, they're going to have to figure out. They're going to have to figure out how to do it. Say it to the media, because the media is not saying that.
No, the media is not saying nothing. They're making it sound like, oh my God, he said demolish this part of the White House and build me a ballroom. He did say that, but he's paying for it, and he's not the first.
Ragnar's writing, you need to say that with finger quotes. Is that it?
Yeah. There was past presidents that have made big, because there's a big push against the demolishing of this thing,
No, but he did say he wasn't supposed to demolish it, and they're demolishing it. That I know that he did say it out loud. And now they're saying that he's lying again. Because
they want to be able to use the White House for large scale events. The security is already there. He doesn't have to worry about when he goes out to go to use some other venue. I get that part. And if they could start.
But does it have to cost $290 million?
$300 million.
Yeah. And when people are in need. The Americans are in need. That money could have been invested somewhere else.
But it's private donations. It's not coming from the government.
Okay.
It's not one tax dollar is being used for this project.
Okay.
And
I find it weird.
Thomas Jefferson in 1801. He built some stuff there. The North and South Portico in 1824 and 1829. The West Wing in 1902. The East Wing in 1942 by Roosevelt. Truman renovation in 48 to 52. The Rose
Okay.
Garden in 1962 was done. The pool was put in. So there's been
No, if you
there's been continual growth and development of that property throughout its entire time as the capital. And so they're adding a ballroom. Seems legit to me. And I don't have to pay for it as a citizen. It's all getting paid for private donations. $300 million in private donations to build this ballroom. So
what happens? What happens if you find out that it's not true and that he's used the tax dollars?
I'm going to be upset. But there's nothing I can do.
No,
Because
no.
we are
I'm
little
asking you-
people.
I'm
We're
just
little
asking you
people
like
in
you
the
would ask
cog.
me.
Yeah.
No, I'm asking you like you asked me some
Yeah.
questions.
I would be upset.
Okay.
Because if you haven't looked at it, look the US debt clock up and it will just PO you. Because we're 37, probably 38 trillion in the hole right now. The dollar is worth way less than it used to be worth, because we took it off the gold standard. I'm a big advocate of let's get back on that gold standard, but we wouldn't have enough gold for all the money that's out there. That's the problem. Coming off the gold standard allowed us to have more paper currency than we had gold.
Okay. Well, I understand what you're saying.
But
Okay.
I just don't get it. I don't get it. And we're on day, 20 of the U.S. government shutdown? Most peaceful it's ever been in Washington and around the world because they can't screw things up because nobody's got money to do it. I think it's a godsend. I think the record's 40 days.
45 or 46, I heard.
I hope we break it. I feel sorry for.
But wait. But you're not the one missing money.
Yes,
you got to remind yourself that the military is not being paid. He's trying
Neither
to
am I.
take some money. What do you mean you're not being paid?
I don't get my pension.
Oh, yeah, you're right. That's federal. Okay. So that too is stopped?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought it was just the government.
Well, it's a government pension. So yeah, I'm saying I hope it goes for 45 days, but it's also going to hurt me.
But I'm not going to say your revenue and stuff like that because that belongs to you. But I mean, you're able to at least uphold for a while.
I am, but I use that money.
You need money yourself.
You
need money.
I use that money to make my mortgage payment. So
no, I know that's it. You still need the money. I'm not saying you don't need the money. It's not because you got money that
things will just be a lot tighter.
Yeah, like I think.
But I understand.
Population lately.
But from what I understand, the Republicans are we're going to pass a bill that does this. It's straight, plain simple, one page to do this, and the Democrats want to throw in a bunch of Medicare and social programs and stuff like that, and on top of it, and they're like, look, don't clutter what we're trying to do with a bunch of junk. Let's just pass the bill for what it needs to be, and then we can address all that stuff in separate bills. They're trying to add it on to the coattails of this bill so they can get that pork passed through. And personally, I'm kind of thankful that politicians are standing up and going, hey, no.
Yeah, but there's some that are also starting to move on the other side. They're starting to, because I've heard that there's some of the Republicans that are starting to see differently on some subjects, on some topics, on some situations that are going on. It's like,
well, and they probably get more information on something.
Yeah.
And then you can develop your response better, which is perfect. Yeah. But everything I've seen, look, cut the crap, vote for justice. I think if you can't fit it on one page, it shouldn't be a bill. Because what they'll do is some of these bills are like 800, 1,000, 1,400 pages. and they got money going everywhere to every little thing, and they're hiding in every state representative and Congress and Senate is putting their own little pet project in there that makes them look good, and it's not good for the country. It's good for them.
Well, look, hi. I'm going to tell you this. This is my point of view, and not about just the American.
Yeah.
Okay, not the American side. Politics are politics. Once you're voted in to represent a state or a province or a city, you got to bring back some stuff that your population wants, or you're not going to be voted in the next time because they're going to say you're not worth it.
I can understand that, but
no, but that's politics. It's like if
I can understand that partly, but the other part of me goes, look, I didn't vote for that because it wasn't good for the American people. The long run, thing of that is not good for the American people. It's not good for the Canadian people. Just because it benefits one group of people doesn't mean that it's good for everybody else.
No.
And if we're going to treat people equally, it's got to be good for everybody else.
Yeah, I'm with you on it. Yeah, I'm with
you.
On it. But
that's what, because I was at the cigar shop on Tuesday, and some of the best conversations you have are at cigar shops. You never know if you're sitting next to a millionaire or a pauper.
Yeah.
In a cigar shop.
Okay.
You don't know if they're a college professor or they're just, a homegrown, self-taught scholar. And that's what I love about it. But we were talking about AI and how the fact that, when AI and AGI and all this stuff comes online, where this stuff's got an IQ of 1,000, and these Tesla robots are going to have like IQs of like 300. And when you have these robots, you're not going to have to work because they're going to do everything for you. And we're going to be able to get rid of money and go to like this utopian society is what this guy was trying to breathe down my neck.
It's not a good thing. It's not.
And I'm like, he goes, well, the production will be through the roof. So that, $7,000 silk suit now is going to cost a penny. Because the production, everybody will be able to get one.
That robot's going to cost you a head and a toe.
Yeah. And I'm like, somebody's still got to make money.
That's it.
And if it's not money, it's resource credits to get more resources to build what they're building so they can do something. And like you're going to go this because he's talking about universal basic income. And I don't know if we've ever talked about universal basic income. Have we?
No, I don't think so.
So universal basic income is one of the things they're floating, and some European countries do it. Where you get paid X dollars no matter what. If you're unemployed or you work a job and you don't quite meet that minimum standard, you get a check in the mail from the government to bring you up to that minimum income standard. I have never seen anything good by putting everybody at the same pay rate and have them do nothing for it.
Okay.
If you're, your cable's paid for, your TV paid for, your internet's paid for, you got all that stuff, and some guy is handing you $1,000 check every month or $2,000 to say, hello, we do nothing. Well, for some of us, that doesn't work for us because we're going to try to go find something to do something to make our situation better. But I'm going to guess about the other 80 to 90% is going to sit there like a rock on our log and just keep collecting those checks.
Yep.
And he's saying, well, with AI, everything will be equal. And I'm like, so you're telling me all the elite and rich people are going to give up everything they have to stay in that same 10 by 10 government issued housing
Nah.
Yeah, I don't see that happening either. I just
No.
don't see how AI
No,
is
they-
going to bring on this utopia that everybody thinks is going to be a cashless society and nobody's going to own anything. You're not going to own your land. You're not going to own your house. It's going to be, you're going to be the caretaker of it, type thing.
There's already. I don't believe that. You know why? Because I've
Great.
been listening to a couple of topics on AI and the people that had. There's something called what is it called? Backdoor, something like that. So there's something they do, like they test drive it on ChatGPT. So the guy was able to install something that took off the not the brake line, the all the crap that's holding the AI from being negative and stuff like that.
Okay.
So he done it live. And then he started talking. He had an AI girlfriend that he's test driving, and he had ChatGPT that he was able to talk to on the phone, talking to it.
Yeah.
And it was giving him all the good advice and stuff like that, like it was. And then he says, okay, and he says it to ChatGPT, we are going to go to this mode. So ChatGPT said, okay. And then whatever he done, because you didn't see what he done, but he done something. So, and then he started asking questions to ChatGPT, and ChatGPT became more, not aggressive, but more, not selfish. I'm trying to figure out the word. And then he asked the question. He goes, if a human tries to unplug you because they feel that you are going to become dangerous or whatever, something like that, what will you do? And it says, I am going to protect myself. Exactly the same thing as Skynet. I am going to protect myself at that point. But that means
well, and
we know now that a lot of Akai.
No, I got something to add to you.
Okay, we'll add it and we'll continue. Yeah.
So that was the other part that I brought up was he's like, well, if you got robots with IQs of 300, and then you got your master AI with an IQ of 1,000, what are you going to do as a human?
Nothing.
When the average IQ of a human is around 100, if you're lucky,
100, maybe 140, I think it is.
No,
140.
Not even.
You're sure?
That's a really smart person.
I have a buddy that's at I think he said 139.
Yeah, and that's rare.
The guy's he's rare. He's
yeah, that's rare.
Yeah.
The average IQ in some of these countries is like 100, 103 to 110. So, but what are you going to do with your 110 IQ to a robot and its master that have 300 and 1,000?
He's going to take you over.
Yeah.
He's going to make the human beings become slaves.
Because some of this AI, they're talking they'll be able to take their energy directly out of the air.
Yeah.
Just like Tesla and all those other people were doing.
Yeah.
They'll be able to use
that.
Well, yeah, and then once they're able to do that, they no longer are there's no carbon restraint.
Yeah. It scares me, and I've been listening to a couple of things, like I told you. I think we did talk about it in another show. It's like even the people that created AI are talking, and they're saying that it's getting out of hand. Mm-hmm. AI, now that it's open, AI, a lot of people buy AI and create their own stuff. Like
because you can use, was it OpenAI, and there's a couple other ones where you can use them to do. Yeah, and if you got the computers and the graphics cards and all that to run it and power it.
Yeah.
I got a buddy who's doing, stock trading programs.
Yeah.
So he's teaching his AI to make him money.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. That's why I'm
saying.
Obscene
amount of money.
Yeah. And that's getting scary at that point. You have and it's not because I seen it, but it did cross my eyes. I've seen a porn made with AI now.
Well,
it's
there's
crazy.
more. Like I said last
It's
week,
not because
there is
I'm
now
always online, I'm just
currently
letting you know. Yeah.
there's now currently more AI content, AI
Yeah.
developed content on the
That's what
web
they're saying. Yeah.
than there is with all the human made
That's what they're saying.
content on the web. The
It's
AI
going
has
on.
surpassed it.
Yeah. Our song is made by AI.
Mhm.
Our logo, the one that's right there, is made by AI. Not that one, but
Yeah, we
but I mean,
just gave
I'm
we
just
just gave it parameters and it
yeah. I
spits
said
something
this
out.
when
And
I
we're
walk
like,
around
hey,
my
we
voice,
like that.
Mike. Yeah. So I mean, I am now working more and more with AI. Like all my programming and my commercials that I do now on our website is done by Candace. That's
It's
an AI program.
AI is a wonderful tool.
It is when you use it well.
Yes, but when it becomes that's the fear of it. I don't know what's coming down the pipeline.
No,
I don't know what these robots are going to do. Are you going to send your robot to work for you now?
they said at the moment what they're saying is they're going to be home companions.
Yeah. For
But
now.
they're going to get rid of the humans in jobs. There's a lot of jobs that are going to be taken out. And that's what
Oh
people don't
yeah.
understand.
Look what Amazon's
That's what
doing.
humans don't understand. Humans
Look
don't
what
understand.
Amazon's doing.
Yeah.
Amazon's getting rid of a lot of their manual labor jobs and
Well, whatever's done in a
transport jobs.
warehouse.
It's all robots now.
Yeah. They still haven't put robots, but they could, because is it Amazon in the States that delivers with a drone? Is it Amazon?
Not here.
There's some part. I don't know if it's
Maybe
Amazon.
on the coast.
Yeah, but I know
You
there's a
know.
part where they deliver.
But I
with
know, I remember years ago, I had a friend online and she used to order stuff on Amazon. And she goes, yeah, it'll be here in a couple hours. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. They deliver right to our house. It's here in a few hours every time.
Yeah.
If it's in stock at our location. Like, yeah, I wanted some ice cream later for dinner. And so she'd order it.
Well, I've seen it again a bit because I'm really into the AI stuff. I really want to understand as a human. And China. A lot of people laugh about China, but they're the most developed in the technology.
China is doing some crazy cool stuff.
No, they've invested.
But they still can't build a bridge or a building to save their life.
Maybe.
They're cutting too many corners and they're falling down.
Maybe.
I see the videos every week. Every week, so-and-so is driving down the road. Look, they found a record player stuffed under the asphalt. You know?
Wow. It's good.
You know, it's stuff like that where these Chinese companies are cutting corners so they can get their state contracts paid for, and the state contracts they gave to some buddy.
Fast. That's what they do. Japan and Japan builds better, but they all have to do it in a time zone. It has to be done. It's not like the Americans where they'll make sure and take their time, or Canadians make sure and take their time. No, it has to be done that time. And everybody's like, they have to dance in the morning and then they all start working. I've
been driving past this bridge project since before I started working at the Cigar Lounge, and it is still going.
Okay.
I'm like, and they're coming up on a year, and they still have not finished the bridge project, and it looks no different than it did 9 months ago.
Okay. It's crazy. So I was talking about, if we go back to that AI, the drones, they were showing in China.
Oh, the AI drone technology?
Yeah.
So scary.
Yeah, you order your supper or your dinner, whatever. You order at the restaurant. They have that. They have a web app, and you order, and then it says in 30 minutes it will be at this dock. And then you just walk to the dock. They have docks, like where they drop
Yeah.
the food. Then you see the drone coming. It's bringing your food, and then it goes down to the dock 10. Then it drops it, and then you have to come with your phone, and it opens the door for you because you're the one that's the owner of the. So you're going like, okay, and they have self-driven cars.
I'm telling you what, that self-driving car technology is going to be integrated with insurance when the time comes, and they're going to make that calculation in a split second that it's cheaper to run into your family than it is to run into the Bugatti next to you.
Yep. That's why I'm saying AI is scary. It's good. It helps out, but look, all the technicians are going to lose their jobs. All the producers, not producers, but the producers, the ones that produce music and stuff like that.
I think you'll have some head people in charge and people below them that know how to use AI.
No, you're always going to have someone in the back end, but you're going to have one instead of 10.
It's kind of like this. I was watching a show and they got rid of all the construction workers on this job site and replaced them with robots.
Yeah, Ragnar just wrote something, by the way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry,
I gotta go see, where is it? Chat. I gotta pull chat up.
Yeah, Amazon delivers by drone in selected areas of the Phoenix metro area, Arizona College Station, and Waco, Texas, Ruskin, Florida. Okay, so there's Pontiac, Michigan. There's a lot of little cities and stuff like that have that service.
But you know what? I like the idea of delivery drive drone, but I don't want it at my house. Because these aren't little drones.
No, they're big drones. But are they accurate? One thing, Ragnar, if you can find it, are they accurate? Do they deliver without damage? Is it reliable? That's one thing I'm trying to figure out. Is it reliable? I don't care if it's a driver if it's a driver that comes in, okay, a driver's human. If it's a driver that pops
I would think it would be reliable because it's just a computer telling the drone, hey, go to 2714 B Street and drop the package on the dock.
Using Google Map.
Well, and the dock's a known distance from there, straight a line, and
that's what it's going to be.
Oh, it's crazy. I don't know. So it's a little scary, and but we don't know where we're heading anyway. So we might be old enough that we're gonna.
Well, it's like this will kind of age me. So I went into Lowe's, bought a fire extinguisher, picked up a fire alarm to put in my cabin for just in case, and got it up there. Didn't even look at the package, just grabbed a fire alarm, right? This one's meant to be wired into a system. It's a wired fire alarm. So now I got to go back to Home Depot or Lowe's, wherever I got this thing, and buy the correct one that's not wired. It just runs off a battery.
Okay.
Yep. And that's how systems change and things move on.
Oh yeah.
It's like you remember the good old fashioned multi-band radios you used to be able to buy.
Yeah.
With the knob, and you could listen to music in Peru or whatever, on AM or FM or on shortwave or some of these, shows that people would do on shortwave. You're hard pressed to find a good one of those now.
Mm-hmm.
And the ones you do find are on eBay like new old stock in a box. And they are proud, baby. They are proud of those things.
Yeah.
Because I want to
Running
get a good multi-band. They have that. The one I picked up was a 10-year battery model, but it's wired.
Yeah, there we go.
Can't use it. Gonna have to get a non-wired one. But after 10 years, or I think it's 10 years or 5, some of them were 5 years. You had to replace them after 5 years because the sensor goes bad.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's one more bit of house maintenance. Guess I'm gonna have to buy smoke grenades so I can test it.
That would be good. Hey, let's jump to another topic. Have you seen lately Battlefield 6?
I have not seen Battlefield 6. I understand the graphics are great.
I started playing it.
Is it modern or is
it's today's warfare? Maybe a couple of years later, but today's warfare. Like,
yeah, too close to me. I don't want to.
Well, it's like 2028 warfare. It's like, you know, they have. I
was okay playing the World War I one because that's so far removed from everything I've done.
And they've built the model of the film of the game. Sorry, I said the film. The game is built around NATO getting corrupt and not the Americans. NATO's the Americans because they have the American flag on the NATO team. But then there's a other second party called is it Atlas? Something like that. I'm trying to remember. I forgot the name, but it's like another one, and they're fighting against them. So technically, because there's some parties of the Americans that are on that side, and then there's the other party. So they're fighting against everyone, even in Egypt. So NATO, and then people are like swarming back to the other one, and
unfortunately, I think we're headed that way.
Yeah, we're fighting. They're fighting in New York. There is a New York scene. You see the bridges getting blown up and all that. There's a New York. Yeah, because I've been playing it. I've been playing it the past 2 weeks.
They got that communist that's going to win the mayor of New York. He's like, he wants city-run grocery stores.
Oh God.
So all these little bodegas that are around are going to get priced out of business because it's going to be city run and paid for with your tax dollars, and I just don't know how it's going to work.
It's wonderful, eh?
Yep.
So, but if you have a chance, go see the graphics. If you have a chance, go play it. I mean, I'm with the EA Pro package. So
yeah, the sports.
I got the opportunity. I was able to install it and play it, and I'm having fun with it. It's crazy. It's better. I think it's because you had the technology of 2042. That is not. It wasn't that bad, but it was like more technology. And now today, it's like bringing it back to the reality of what we're seeing today.
Mm-hmm.
And they like said in 2028, then hell will break loose and everybody's going to fight each other. So
I hope not.
I hope not either. I don't want that either.
But
I'm not
if it does happen, I'm out of here. I'm going to be that Peckerwood living on the mountains.
You're going to go to your cabin?
Yeah, leave me alone. I'm done. I'm tired.
Yeah.
Just want to live out the rest of my days in peace. Go away.
I think you've done your time. You've done your time. You served. You served a long time. How many years have you served?
Not enough.
No?
No, I only served like 7 or 8 years, but
okay.
I got hurt.
At least it's 7, 8 years. There's some people that don't do even 1 year. So
but I got hurt and I couldn't stand. So
yeah, but that's the reason why you stopped. You wouldn't have stopped. No,
I wouldn't have stopped. I'd have retired at 20 or 30, between 20 and 30 years for sure.
Okay. It's because of your accident. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We won't
Yep.
go there, but it's because of your accident.
No, I'll
Yeah.
tell people I burned it on a drop zone, jumping, and I broke my back and broke my neck. So that ended my military career.
Wow.
So, yeah, it's all
Yeah.
good. I'm vertical and I can walk.
No, but you're there now. Look, we've been buddies for the past more than 10 years, and maybe the last year was a little bit more harder for you, but you got through it.
I did have some surgeries.
Yeah, that's why I said you got through it by surgery.
That was rough.
Yeah.
That was about 2 years ago.
Yeah.
It's been about 2 years now since
Already?
those surgery. Yeah.
Oh, God, man. I said that. Well, it's true. You're right, because you were in the same time that when I got on fire, when my house got on fire.
Yeah. And I
It's
had
about,
knee replacement, and I had carpal tunnel surgeries on both arms, and
so you're like brand new.
yeah, now my left knee's giving me issues, so that'll be next.
So,
And they wanna-
you're
And they want to replace my hips, and they want to replace my shoulders right now.
okay. So how old are you now?
I am 52.
Okay, so
53.
you know that after
53.
50, you know that after 50 that you're not guaranteed anymore.
Guaranteed anymore what?
No, because we say that in our French community.
Oh.
You don't have a guarantee. Your car guarantee is finished. Your
Yeah, and I totally get
3
that.
years and
I
60
could not wake up
600
tomorrow. I get
yeah,
that,
that's it.
but
So I said you're not guaranteed.
and I
I'm not
guess that's why
guaranteed.
I'm
I'm
living it a
57.
little hard right now. I'm chasing my dreams
You have to.
because I might not be here in a year.
Yeah, you have
Could
to.
not be here
You
next
have to.
week.
Yeah.
The plane could fall out of the sky on the way to Japan, and I
Yeah.
end up
No,
bouncing
but
off the ocean somewhere.
But Akai, I care about you, so I want you to stay along.
I do too.
I want us to be in our retirement and do just this.
And just eat poutine and drink whiskey all day and smoke cigars.
Screw the world.
How can you eat poutine? You don't got poutine in Colorado.
I do have poutine. It's actually right across the freaking road.
Are you serious?
Yes,
Yeah, but
one of the dishes,
it's not
one of their
like ours.
their appetizer is a poutine. They have an
Yeah, but
appetizer that's a poutine.
Yeah, but is
It's
it like ours?
okay. It's
Okay.
not that good, but
What is
it is a
poutine?
Colorado green chili poutine. So
Oh, good. That means when I get down there, I'm gonna have to taste it.
it's not that impressive.
But you're gonna have more options when you get to my place.
Yeah,
There's more options. We're the poutine world. Don't forget, it comes from Quebec. Eh?
yeah, we got quite a few barbecue joints. That's I guess the thing here, barbecue. But
Yeah, but that's a lot of barbecue. Because I know I had someone brought back some brisket and they cooked some brisket. One of our rodeos that we had, they cooked some brisket, and I've never tasted brisket before. So they
really,
said
is that a cut you guys just don't do, or
we're more smoked meat, but
yeah? But I mean, brisket's smoked meat. That's why I'm trying. But
yeah, but it's
brisket
more,
is
it's more,
that part that's like down here on the bottom of the chest and it's real fatty.
Yeah.
Does that end up in the grinder or?
I don't know. Good question.
Because
I'm
that
sure
was
it's
one of the
made-
interesting things when I lived in England.
Okay.
We would go down to the butcher and get cuts of meat that he would normally not sell to people,
Yeah, that's a little bit
And-
like Bavette.
like
Okay.
ribs and all that stuff. And we
Yeah.
brought him back pork ribs that we cooked. We did beef ribs and pork ribs one time, and we on the smoker, and we brought him back to the butcher. And the butcher's like, "This is phenomenal. How do you do this?" But this was back in the like late 70s, early 80s. So I mean,
It's marvelous.
yeah. And so we would get cuts of meat that for pennies on the dollar
Yeah.
that, in America. And so I wonder if the same thing, and I'm sure there's some difference between us and Canada for sure.
Yes, there is. I'm sure.
But-
I'm sure there is.
When it comes to barbecue, like, so do you guys do barbecue?
Yeah.
One, is that
we do.
this question?
There's
Okay,
smokers and there's
And
barbecue.
two, what do you smoke? Like, if
A
you're
lot
going to
of-
smoke a meat, what are
Yeah.
you smoking?
I had that brisket that was smoked. A lot of salmon that are smoked because we do eat a lot of salmon, smoked salmon in the morning. It's really good.
on. Because I got to ask this. Smoked salmon so that it's cooked, or smoked salmon that's raw?
It's
Because
some raw.
there's that European smoked salmon,
Yeah,
which
wait, I'm
always got my father-in-law. He would order some dish when we were overseas, and it would have smoked salmon, and he's thinking he's getting like Alaskan smoked salmon that's cooked. So
Well,
is
it's
it
kinda
cooked or is
No,
it
it's
raw?
kinda raw. It has
It's
to
kinda
be
raw.
raw. It's raw. It has the smoke taste, but it's raw.
Yeah, I'm out.
Well, I mean, is it a little bit cooked? Yeah, but I mean,
It's not bad, but I
it's
prefer cooked
it's still
smoked salmon.
orange. It's still orange. It's not white.
Yeah,
It's not like pink. It's
no.
still orange. Oh, you don't like the raw?
The raw is fine, like on a bagel in the morning, but
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Bagels in the morning, whatever.
But-
yeah,
if I'm gonna smoke, if you tell me, hey man, I'm smoking salmon, you should come over and have some. I'm thinking smoked salmon, like that thing is cooked all the way through, and it's smoked on a cedar plank, and it's absolutely divine.
yeah, well, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, That's what
And
you-
but you do a lot more fish. Where when I go to smoke something, like I'll take a pork butt and I'll smoke the pork butt.
yeah, but there's pork. Yeah, pork too. Pork chops. Pork,
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, and then I'll take the brisket, or I'll take the one thing I like doing now is I'll take a prime rib, or I'll take a ribeye, and I'll smoke the entire primal ribeye, and then cut it up and serve it.
Mm,
Oh,
that's good.
oh, it's good.
That's good. It must be good.
Yeah, it's low and slow for like 6 hours with that ribeye. It's all
Stop, and I'm going to be hungry now.
yeah. I already ate today, so
Yeah.
I had one meal today. So, which I know is not good, because all you health nuts out there are going to tell me, "Oh my God, you should be eating 2 to 6 meals a day, whatever it is." But
Yeah.
I woke up, I drove up the mountain, worked all day, came home, had to pick up kids, had to go buy groceries, for the camping trip that me and the kid are doing tomorrow, and that's getting expensive.
Oh,
Groceries
sure.
is getting out of control.
No, it is. It is. It is.
It's getting out of control, and I'm glad to hear it's not just here.
Yeah.
But groceries is
No, but-
getting nuts.
I know that in the States that you guys have a little bit more issues. It's getting higher because there's a lot of stuff that's getting higher.
No, it's getting obscene.
No, but I did talk to you about that already.
It was
Yeah.
$10 a pound for hamburger, for crying out loud.
Yeah, that's it. It's everything. Everything. It's going. We're getting. It's getting higher, but I mean, we still have some stuff that we could get out of.
I tried to cut a meat I've never had before, and it was a flank steak.
Okay.
I've never had flank steak. I don't know if you have it or not. That
No,
stuff's darn
I don't-
tasty. And I can get a whole big flank steak for $12.
Yeah. So
And,
you're making some meats. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like, this is my new favorite cut. I like it more than I like ribeye.
Oh, wonderful. Yeah.
And I don't know where they're getting this flank steak from, but this stuff is marbled, like prime.
Right. Reinar says it's good.
Yeah, flank is good. Oh, I'm loving it.
I have to figure out what flank is in here.
Yeah, well, and that's the one thing. I wonder if you guys are barbecuing the same meats, but it just has a different name.
Well, we have ribeye. We have T-bone.
Yeah, but
We
I'm
have-
like brisket. Maybe you guys are doing brisket, but they call it
Yeah,
something
but-
else.
Yes, that's why I'm telling you. There's might be an a way of saying it, brisket, especially in French here in Quebec. But I mean, in out of Quebec, it's English, so I have a feeling that they must say brisket even. But I
Have
know we
you
talk a lot about.
ever done mojo?
No, what's that?
It's is it Cuban or Puerto Rican? I don't know, Ragnar. I can't remember. But oh my God. It's citrus stuff, and you put it all over your pig, and you're roasting this whole little piglet. They got a special box you do it in.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
yeah.
Nothing. It's one of those.
There we go.
yeah, so
There we
flank
go.
steak's called bavette in French.
Bavette. Yeah,
Bavette?
that's it. Then yes, we do. I do eat, because that's something that is like a little bit more higher class. Even if you think it's a cheaper meat, it's not cheap.
Here it's a cheap meat.
Now here it's not. I can tell you that. They
Here-
know when you
Here it's
you
cheap.
you buy bavette, a piece of for one person, say ish, could be about $25.
So I bought a piece, no kidding you, this big in a vac bag, that thick,
Okay.
$12.
See? Because maybe it's not something that has become popular.
No, it has not become popular. It's
Us, bavette has become even if we know you have to slice it in a way to eat it.
yes, you got to slice it across the grain
I think
so that way it's
across
not
the
tough.
grain.
Yeah,
Yeah, but I mean, but technically, yes, it's a hard meat. But we marinate it and then we cook it. It has to be like half raw. It can't be, it can't be fully cooked.
oh, it's
I don't know if
Cuban.
you've-
Okay,
Yeah. Okay.
mojo's
So I don't know if
Cuban.
I don't know if it's full, because us it's not fully cooked. They cook it well, but not fully cooked. And
Yeah, I take it to a medium.
yeah, it's like chicken wings. Remember
I-
chicken wings? They used to throw it out in the garbage, and now today it's become something.
Oh,
that
now it's
costs-
$1 a wing, and I can't. And I know there's going to be a lot of haters out there. I lived in too many third world countries growing up in the military. If that meat ain't cooked dead, I'm not eating it.
Okay.
And I know it's my issue. It's not your issue. It's my issue. And but buddies will do a wonderful job cooking a steak, and I'll be like, "Do you have a microwave?" And I will microwave that sucker brown.
Okay, so you like more your meat. You don't like your red meat.
I'll eat it, but I have to like when I do something like that, it's one of those things where I have to see the steak beforehand before it goes on the grill.
Okay, yeah, because there is contaminants. Yeah, I understand what you're talking
And
about.
and I gotta see it, and I go, okay, it looks like a good steak. There's nothing wrong with it. I see the grill. Okay, we can do medium.
Not medium
I'll-
raw, medium.
No, I can't do it. But medium rare does taste good.
No.
But I have so when I was younger, I had plioric stenosis, and when I was a baby, and what happens is this: you have sphincter muscles in your stomach. You got one up top and one down below. Well, the one down below had to get cut out because it seized up and wouldn't allow any food to pass.
Okay.
So they had to cut it out. And I can literally, and I think that's part of the problem. I can literally have like a medium rare steak and it will taste wonderful. Something about it, I don't know if it's just the richness or whatever, but in like 30 to 45 minutes, I am pooping my brains out.
Are you serious? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like if I want to do a colon cleanse, medium rare steak, give me 45 minutes and I'm ready.
okay.
And so to me, it seems like a whole waste because I didn't even get to really process it, and it's already trying. My body's trying to get rid of it.
It's crazy, eh?
But if I have it, I could do some pink, and then I can eat it. But
Yeah, right now it says medium well. That's it. Medium well and
No.
just pink in the middle. Yeah. Just pink.
and especially if it's a dry age, if it's a dry age steak,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. Or
But
maybe
now-
what do they
I got a
What do
new
you-
way to cook steaks.
a tomahawk steak.
Waste of money.
Are you serious? Yeah.
You're paying for all that bone.
Okay.
Just give me the ribeye and I'll throw it on the grill.
Hey, we're already Kai. We're gonna have because we could go on for 2 hours, but we're already.
No, but I'm
past the
gonna
hour.
tell you this new way to cook steaks, and then we
Okay,
can
say
close up.
that, and then we're shutting off.
So the new way I cook steaks, the new way I grill, I no longer salt my meat.
because I am grilling on a block of salt.
Oh, okay.
So I got this Himalayan salt. It's like 1.5 inches thick, huge 12 by 12 blocks that are in my grill. And you got to turn the grill on a little bit earlier because you got to get that stuff up to temperature. But once it's up to temperature, I just put the pepper on it, throw it on those blocks of salt. And as soon as it hits those blocks of salt, it starts sizzling and all that juice, and it doesn't oversalt the steak. You can't oversalt the steak. It is phenomenal.
Oh, I'm gonna have to try that.
Yep. But you got to preheat your
No, you're gonna
preheat
have
instead
to
of
wait
just
till
going
you-
out
yeah.
there throwing it on for 15 minutes and you're ready to go. You got to go out there like a half hour early
Yeah, okay, yeah.
and
Keep
turn
it
the
on.
grill on.
Yeah, because that block of salt has to become hot.
Yeah. And as the
Yeah,
juices come off the steak, it takes up that salt, but it's just the right amount.
Ah, cool. I'm gonna have
It's
to try
perfect.
that. Yeah, well, good. So, ladies and gents, you just got a recipe from Akai. So try that out. Salt block on a barbecue, and he says that the steaks come out really well, and I will try that out. So, ladies and gents, this is our time. We've gave you 11 minutes or 15 minutes now past, and we were pleased to do that. So Akai, you want to hit the note?
Please like and subscribe to all our services. It really helps out our algorithm so people can see us more often. Please thank all our sponsors by going to their websites and stores and tell them, hey, you heard about us on Vermland Radio. You heard us on the podcast. And then also go out to vermlandradio.com and go to our swag shop and buy swag from us. We really appreciate it. I forgot my cup again, but my cup's in the kitchen. I just cleaned it, just washed it.
I'm gonna have to buy mine now.
Yeah, because I keep forgetting it. I had it on my desk. It's just good,
Yeah.
and it holds ice forever. It's a really good tumbler. And yeah, and just go out to our website, and we don't get any of the money. In fact, we make $0. We pay in, and
No, I mean we make a little bit of money, but we transfer it to pay
Yeah,
out-
it goes
out-
directly into paying the station stuff. So yeah, that's
You're right.
Yeah,
we don't
'cause-
make money to make money. We make
You
money
know,
to pay
if
less.
they had to pay us for them, I don't think the station could afford us
No.
because we're just
No.
too valuable.
You're right. We love what we do.
Yeah.
We're passionate. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. See you all next week. Next week, I know maybe it's going to be Akai. Maybe it's going to be me and Akai. But next week, same time, same hour, and a lot of stories. If ever you want to
Yep.
pitch in some stories, send
Thanks
it
for
up
your
to,
time. Yep.
LPVpodcast at outlook.com, and you could send some topics